Missing children? What happened? I was 14 when I accidentally let it slip to my school counselor that my stepfather was beating me. The words just tumbled out during what was supposed to be a routine check-in. I immediately regretted it. I knew what was coming next, so I ran. I grabbed my bike and pedaled for 3 days straight to reach my biological father's house, 3 states away, a man I hadn't seen in 5 years. I was desperate, exhausted, and had nowhere else to go. But here's the thing nobody tells you about running to your real dad for help. Sometimes there's a reason he's not in your life anymore. Turns out my mom had cheated on him with my stepfather. Yeah, the same man who is now beating both of us. My dad had built a whole new life to forget that betrayal. New wife, new kids, cramped apartment, barely making ends meet. When I showed up at his door, broken and begging, he looked at me like I was a ghost he never wanted to see again. "You're just like your mother," he said, "always lying to get what you want." He wouldn't let me in, so I set up camp in the 24-hour parking lot across from his apartment complex. I had maybe $40 saved up. That lasted a week. Week 2 was hell. I was digging through McDonald's dumpsters asking strangers for spare change. My clothes were filthy. I was getting sick, and every single day I'd see my father walking to his car, looking right through me like I didn't exist. He knew I was there. He knew I was dying slowly in that parking lot, but his hatred for my mother was stronger than any love he might have had left for me. Finally, after watching me collapse near a dumpster, he called child services. Not to help me, to get rid of me. That's how they found me. That's how my stepfather finally got arrested. The twist? My mother had been trying to save me all along. She'd been filing reports for months, but they kept getting buried in bureaucratic red tape. She was trapped too, financially dependent on the monster who was hurting us both. It took 10 years, but we eventually built something resembling a normal life together. I never spoke to my biological father again. Some people aren't worth forgiving, even when they're family, especially when they're family.